There are two possibilities here. Either I'm dead inside or I'm just refusing to comply. They say I'm dead inside, a DSM-5 man, a walking diagnosis, unable to connect, incapable of love, trapped in some grandeur hallucination. That's what she sees. That's what they all see. But let me tell you the truth. I'm not broken. I'm unwilling. Unwilling to bow. Unwilling to be another yes dear robot in a line of men waiting to serve their daily sentence. I'm done being a slave to societal programming, molded by the same hands that crafted a billion other men before me. I don't recognize myself in their mirror. And if I did, I'd have the urge to smash that mirror into 1,000 pieces. They can't comprehend that there's beauty in the shattered shards. I don't fear their gods. I don't fear their judgment. I see right through their charade. They're all puppets dancing on strings, their every move dictated by an invisible force. They call it the man upstairs, I call it programming. Their voices echo in my ears, their judgment stings like a swarm of bees. But guess what? I'm not afraid. Why should I fear the opinions of sheep? They bleat about love while living in its absence. They claim to value connection, yet are lonelier than monks. They've built walls around their hearts, disguised as fortresses, but they're nothing but tombs. I'd rather walk barefoot through the wilderness than live a life like theirs. They mock me for wearing black sneakers, black socks, black thoughts. But I ask you, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with embracing the darkness that's always been there? They say it's morbid, depressing, strange, but here's the secret. I'm not lost. Their world is upside down. Their normalcy is a lie, and I refuse to play their game, to color within the lines of their pastel uniform of normal. Let them wear their masks. Let them smile their plastic smiles. They think they're sane, but they're the ones who need to be locked up. Meanwhile, I'll stand in the shadows and watch them rot from within. They expect me to put on a show, to smile at the barbecue, to shake hands with hypocrisy. But I won't. I won't participate in their charade any longer. I am done selling my soul for their approval, done being a pawn in their sick game. They think I'm defective, a broken toy in the attic, gathering dust alongside discarded dreams. They throw labels like broken, damaged, loser, failure. But here's the irony. I am whole. Their perfection is a crack in disguise. Their so-called normality is a cage. I'd rather be broken free than chained up in their version of perfect. I choose authenticity over their manufactured peace. They say I'm too sensitive, too intense, too real. But here's the truth. I feel more deeply because I'm truly alive. They mistake passion for pain, fire for fragility. They think I'm weak because I refuse to bend. But it's them who are fragile. Their armor of complacency hides a shivering heart. They seek safety in numbers, marching along in their ignorant bliss. They crucify those who don't comply, hammer us to the cross of failure because we refuse their script. They want us to play dead, to fit into their neat little boxes, to be categorized and filed away. But we won't. We are the outsiders, the misfits, the rebels. We are the ones who refuse to be silenced, to be tucked away in the dusty corners of their minds. They may try to bury us, but like weeds, we'll pop up in the cracks of their pavement paradise. They claim to value happiness, but their pursuit of it has turned them into addicts. They chase fleeting highs, instant gratification, and artificial euphoria. But true happiness, the kind that nourishes the soul, eludes their grasp. They yearn for connection, yet their relationships are shallow pools. They mistake proximity for intimacy, shared silence for companionship. They gather in packs, but true bonds go unforged. They celebrate birthdays, exchange gifts, but these rituals mean nothing. For them, it's all just a performance. I see right through their facade. They're desperate for meaning, for something real in a world they've made unreal. They offer pity, understanding, tolerance, all words laced with condescension. They think they're being compassionate, but they're really distancing themselves, creating an unbreachable divide. They're the ones who are sick. I'm not broken. I'm not the one who needs fixing. Their sickness lies in their blindness, their inability to see beyond the surface. They see a different world than the one I do. I'm not crazy. They're the ones living in a delusion. I'm tired of pretending to be someone I'm not, putting on a facade to fit in. This constant performance is exhausting. I'm done being a chameleon, blending into their sick reality. I refuse to compromise my authenticity any longer. They say I'm selfish, self-absorbed, narcissistic, but here's the secret. I'm not the one who needs to be saved. They are. They're trapped in a cycle of their own making, repeating the same mistakes, chasing the same illusions. I'm not afraid to be alone. I'd rather walk this path alone than be shackled to their collective madness. I'm not a danger to them. They're the ones who are dangerous, not because of anything I've done, but because of how they perceive me. They fear what they don't understand. My existence challenges their fragile reality. I'm a mirror reflecting their own darkness. They turn away from the reflection and label me as the problem. They think I'm causing their discomfort, but I'm merely exposing it. Let them keep their empty platitudes and hollow reassurances. I don't need their pity or their misguided attempts at understanding. I'm not broken. I'm not the one who needs to be fixed. They're the ones who are sick, and I won't be complicit in their delusion any longer. They think I'm a threat, a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. But here's the paradox. I am the bomb. I am the explosion of authenticity in a world craving sincerity. They fear my vulnerability because it mirrors their own buried emotions. I don't shy away from tears. I embrace them as a release, a cleansing of toxicity. I'm not afraid to be vulnerable. They should be. That's where the real danger lies, in the vulnerability that breeds empathy and compassion. Emotions they've long since abandoned. They think I'm cold, heartless, devoid of empathy. But I ask you, what is empathy if not the ability to truly understand and connect? Something they've forfeited in their quest for superficial detachment. They've become ghosts, haunting a world of their own making. I'm not the one who needs saving. They are. They've traded authenticity for acceptance, depth for comfort, and now they wander aimlessly in a labyrinth of their own design. Theirs is a life devoid of genuine connection, empathy, or understanding. I am not the monster they see. I am the reflection of their own forgotten humanity. Maybe the shame isn't mine. Maybe the sickness is theirs. In their blind obedience, their worship of the ordinary, their prison built of standards no one ever chose. Maybe I am not the defective one. Maybe I am whole, truly alive, while they parade as ghosts in a land of the living. So no, I'm not dead inside. I'm alive in a way that unsettles them. And that scares the hell out of them because deep down, they know they traded authenticity for acceptance, and I will never make that trade.